Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for mid-July 2024. We are going to see what is going on for you, and that card flew out. And it, by the way, it's Cancer, by the way. You cannot make this up. This card literally flew out of this deck, and it's Cancer. It says, nurture all you love. Take time to care for your well-being and nurture the things that you love. You have this overcoming challenges card. It says, a triumph will bring great change. Let yourself be open to victory. Yes, big victories for water signs at this time. I feel like there is a lot of success opportunity for you. You have the Six of Swords, the Hierophant, and you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is amazing. This is from the Arc Animal Tarot, by the way, if you're wondering what deck this is. And I said to Pisces, I just felt like an animal today, so we're going to use the animal deck. Why not? But I feel for a lot of you that there could be definitely some sort of success or a big win coming in for you. It's kind of funny that you have the Wheel of Fortune as well. We are kind of in a time of karma, I would say. I think the universe is reminding people of things that they went through back like 10 years ago or so, maybe like 10, 12 years ago. And I think the universe could be kind of making us look at those things that we went through similar experiences. So not exactly the same experience, but you could be having similar experiences to that time. And I think that the trick is that we have to kind of look at those experiences and say, like, what did I learn from that experience? And then we need to make sure that we don't relive that experience. So, that's really what I would do here. And sorry, this is the Six of Swords. I think I said Six of Wands. But I feel for a lot of you that you are heading towards calmer shores and you are just kind of moving forward. I feel a great sense of focus here as well, Cancer. So whatever you are focusing on, it kind of just feels like a little bit more of an upbeat reading to me, I want to say. Like, I feel that maybe, and you might not even be feeling this right now, but I think as we get into the middle of, more in past the middle of the month, I guess I should say, I feel like you're feeling much more kind of like inspired, much more motivated. And, obviously if we feel better, then usually we do better. And I kind of feel that's what's going on here. I also get something about moving here. And so obviously that's not going to be for all of you. And sorry, I just want to look around. But I feel like some of you have like a choice to make in a move. And actually, like, if you're wondering, will things improve if I move? I feel like the answer is definitely yes. I feel that for those of you that are thinking about a move, that if you actually do move, things will improve. You have the Hierophant. You also have the Lovers, the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands showing up here in this reading as well. So if you want love, there could be a person coming in for you that you probably will marry if that's what you're into. So there definitely could be a commitment if you want it. I also do feel that this could be talking about kind of committing to blessings. The Ten of Cups really represents like long-term happiness or creating long-term happiness, but it is a card of choosing to be happy. It's a card of doing the things in your life that are necessary to bring more happiness into your life. And I feel a lot of you, maybe that's why it feels like a much more optimistic reading to me, is because you are choosing to do the things that make you happy, or you are choosing to move away from old karma or old situations, and you're just improving just in general. You have this B here. It says Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like your luck could be changing. Again, I think that the reading is pretty simple. Well, I'll show you here. We go up this way, and it's like you're making better choices. We go up to the Four of Wands. Let me just move some of this down. So we go up to the Four of Wands. You can kind of see it there. And traditionally, the Lovers was really about making a choice. It wasn't necessarily a card about love. It was about having a decision to make and making a choice, being at a crossroads. And so I feel like you are making a choice. It could be about love, but really I feel with the Four Wands, it's just something that you're committing to, like a move or, getting a new job or, whatever it is that you're doing here. With the Six of Swords, you have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish. You have the Nine of Cups twice showing up in your next row as well. And so the Nine of Cups could be like a wish or wish fulfillment. The Six of Swords, again, if you're wondering if a certain change in your life is going to be better, this is definitely saying yes. The thing with the Six of Swords is that on the traditional Six of Swords, the woman and the child in that boat, they have no clue whether or not things are going to be better on the other side. They are taking a risk. They're being guided across those choppy waters by a guide, but they really don't know what the outcome is going to be. They just don't know yet. So, and they're trusting because they only have the clothing on their back. They're bringing nothing with them, so it's a complete fresh start. And, again, if you're wondering if I make this decision, what will happen if I get this job, if I get this business, or, if I move or whatever you're doing, I feel like this is saying it's going to lead to like lasting happiness. With the Hierophant, you have the Page of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Definitely could be communication with a new person. So if you're looking for love, the Page of Pentacles is like the messenger needing to communicate with a person. And the what is this again? The Temperance card is about patience. And so I feel that for a lot of you that you've been very patient. I'm wondering if either you have your eye on someone or they have their eye on you. Take it how it resonates. But, the Temperance card is holding two cups that are being mixed together. So as far as love is concerned, and the Temperance, that is an angel on the Temperance card. So sometimes I feel that Temperance can represent the universe is kind of like mixing two people together or bringing two people together. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Lovers. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if this is love, I feel it's going to be very beneficial. Really, I don't care what it is. I think whatever choice you are making is going to change your fortunes. Whatever choice this is, and it seems to me like it could be kind of like karmic as well. And I'm not talking about a karmic, as in a karmic relationship. I'm talking about, this is part of your destiny with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny in the sense that it is your personal vision for your life. Like you have this crazy idea about your life or maybe you have these big dreams, and the Wheel of Fortune is that. It is the big dream. Now you can accomplish it or not. The choice is yours, but I would definitely put the work in to make these changes. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have the Echidna. It says homebody, distinctiveness, and danger sense. You have a Salmon. It says new ideas and divination. So I feel you need to embrace those new ideas. I feel that they will lead to a lot of success and growth for you. I do feel like, and by the way, if you're a homebody, I feel like you could be attracting a homebody as well. So maybe you're not into partying and things like that. And so again, I feel like you could be attracting a person who's very, very similar. It's kind of funny. You have the seal here, and like I'm seeing this person as like a seal person, or maybe that's one of their totem animals or something like that. But I feel like they're kind of like a homebody as well. I do feel it's a great time for boundaries. We see this all throughout the astrology. So, and setting healthy boundaries is always a good idea. You have the Ten of Cups, the Lovers, and the Nine of Cups. This definitely could be some sort of wish or a blessing that's coming in for you. I really feel that this is about you focusing on happiness and doing more of the things that bring joy and happiness into your life. You definitely have a choice to make. It's kind of funny because I feel like something, you end with the Five of Wands, and it's kind of like, I see this as like a sandcastle, that is falling apart. And I know that sounds scary, but it's not. So I feel for some of you, that if you have something that is falling apart in your life, and it feels like, it could be like a project, a business, an idea, or whatever, I feel like you're going to be rebuilding something much, much stronger that does bring more happiness. I also feel if you're working on something and you're not happy, that this is saying you need to pay attention to that as well. So like, let's say you're working on a project and it's really not doing anything for you. I feel like this card is saying, well, maybe it's time to make a change, or maybe it's time to really focus on doing things that do bring happiness or that do bring joy into your life. Because the Ten of Cups is about choosing happiness and making sure that you're doing the things that do bring happiness into your life. You have the Lovers, and so there definitely could be love coming in for you. I kind of feel like this could be everything, like I said, in choices and decisions that you're making, because the Lovers is about a choice. But not only that, I feel that this card is really more talking about a choice that you have to make. And so, I feel like you have a choice. One is probably the same choice that you've always made, and the other choice is something different, and it's probably something that will bring a lot of satisfaction into your life. With the Nine of Cups, it's probably something that will bring you a lot of like peace, joy, happiness, Ten of Cups type energy, right? The Nine of Cups is usually a wish, or receiving something that is a wish. But I feel like some of you, especially if you're making a choice on a project or in work or in business, it's almost like you have the opportunity to create something that you will be proud of, is the words that I'm getting off of this Nine of Cups. It's like saying to me that you could be creating something that really makes you shine. You have this Firefly card at the end. It says your inner light on it, and it's a Six of Wands. Six of Wands is success that other people notice. So I almost feel that some of you right now, you could be working on something that's like a sandcastle in your life. Like I said, doesn't have a lot of structure, but I feel like there's maybe something else you rather be doing with your life that will make you stand out. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, you have the World, yes. there's something about moving or travel. I literally said this. I got this off that Six of Swords right at the beginning, that there's something about travel or moving or something, whatever. Who the hell cares, right? Why do you listen to me? I don't know. But the world is talking about travel, and I feel that for a lot of you, if you're thinking about traveling or moving, this could be a good idea. I also feel that there could be kind of like surprise travel. So maybe you've been hoping to travel and you don't have the money, or maybe you've been trying to get the finances. And so I feel if you want to do those things, again, there are changes coming in for you where you will be able to do the things that you want to do, like travel, move, whatever. With the Lover's card, you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords says, like, don't rush. I do feel like you're attracting a slow person. I feel like you're attracting someone who wants to move more slowly, or, what do they call that? Like a slow burn type of situation going on here. So I do feel it's a little bit slower, but I think those relationships are better. It's like you have time to actually get to know the person and see if it's actually going to be something that's good. And I feel that, like the Knight of Swords is definitely saying, don't rush if you're attracting a person. I also feel it's saying that, I also feel kind of good about it though. Normally I don't like the Knight of Swords, but I feel like it's saying if you commit to making a change at this time, that it will be very successful. And I feel like this will make sense to the people where if you are the one that is wondering if you're rushing, I feel like this is saying, no, you're not rushing. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, slow person. Like I said, Knight of Pentacles is being too cautious. You have all these cards of boundaries. You have that Echidna card, and I thought I saw one other here. Maybe not. I might be making that up, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Right here. You have this armadillo spirit that says set healthy boundaries. So I feel for a lot of you, you could be meeting a person who like has some boundaries, or they have their boundaries up. I don't know, but again, I feel like still there's a lot of growth that could happen here, and a lot of happiness as well. Next in the area for messages from your future self, you have this Deer card and this Hyena. The Hyena kind of represents darkness, but it also represents laughter and play. And so I feel like your future self is saying that, there could be things that are happening in your life right now that you are taking very seriously, but in the future you will just laugh at these things. And the Hyena card always reminds me of that. It says sometimes in the moment we take something very seriously, Knight of Swords, but really it's not that serious. Really, it's not that big of a deal. And so, that's what I would say here is like, it's like when I was younger, it's like obviously there's nothing I could do about it right now, right? But when I was like 18, there were so many things that I was like afraid of that I didn't do, that I regret now that I can't do. And, it's like if I could talk, the advice I would give to my younger self is like take bigger risks. The things you're worried about just aren't going to matter, even if things fall apart, especially when you're 18, nothing matters, right? So what I would say here is I feel like the Hyena is saying, don't put yourself in danger, of course, but you could take bigger risks, and it probably really won't hurt you like you think it will. If, and again, we're not talking about stupid risk here. We're talking about, like going on a date with a person, or, going and applying for that job that you don't think you're qualified for. That type of risk is what we're talking about here. The Deer spirit, I feel, kind of represents spring energy, kind of represents Empress energy in this deck, so really good. You have the Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. The Four of Wands, of course, can represent marriage. The Four of Wands is kind of like a card of completion. It can represent wrapping up a project or wrapping something up in your life and moving and celebrating. There are people who are normally celebrating on the other side of the Four of Wands, on the Four of Wands, and you have to cross through those Four of Wands to have that celebration. The hummingbird actually kind of represents getting your reward after a long journey. So I feel for a lot of you, you're definitely getting your reward after a long journey. You show up as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is your card. This puts you in a position of power and strength that allows you to get what you want. I do feel like you need to trust your intuition. I would also make sure going this way that you are following your heart and that you are following your inner voice. The Queen of Cups is all about, heart-based energy, really listening to that inner voice that tells you what will bring you happiness and joy, and moving in those directions. You have this gorilla, it says, or the Seven of Wands, and I feel for a lot of you that the Seven of Wands is about having the courage to do something. It's a card of conviction. If I put myself in your shoes, which is how I read, I would say that I feel some of you want to do something, and you just need to have the courage to do it. It's almost like your mind is telling you that something is correct for you. Seven of Wands is about conviction. Let's put it this way. Seven of Wands says when you know that you know, when you believe something deep down in your DNA that it will be successful, then it will be successful. And I feel some of you, excuse me, it's like you want to commit to something. It could be a person. It could be a business or, a job or whatever. And I feel like you have to have, the courage. I get like this courageous feeling from the gorilla as well. I feel like they're very brave and bold and they really stand out. And you have the Six of Wands as well, which is also about really standing out. You also have the World, which is about standing out in the world. So the whole entire reading says there's something you want, and to have it, you have to stand out in the world. And I feel that's what this is saying. It's just saying, it's time for you to take the risk to stand out. With the Hummingbird, the Four of Wands there, you have the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Yes, definitely a lot of passion and desire. Sorry, that wasn't focusing. A lot of passion and desire between you and another person if you're inviting another person into your life. This could also just, both cards together can really represent a passion, new beginning. And, Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. King of Wands is passion. And so I feel like you have to be courageous and move towards what you want. It'll be good. With the Queen of Cups, here you go. You have the Ten of Cups. We go down here from the Ten of Cups twice. Ten of Cups twice is fortune after difficulty. So good things happening after a difficult period of time. This reading looks like a blessing. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Star. The Star is something that stands out to you. The Star is like having a North Star, having that one big thing in your life that you focus on, like one big goal, wish, or dream that you want to manifest or you want to create. And so I feel for a lot of you that this is about you achieving the Star with the Seven of Wands and also the Six of Wands. We see a lot of inspiration in this half of the reading. The Ace of Wands is a card of inspiration. The Star is a card of inspiration. Six of Wands is a card of inspiration. Even the Two of Wands is about taking the lead on your inspirations. So I feel like you need to move towards something that's inspiring you. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Wasp Spirit. It says sometimes life stings. You have the set healthy boundaries with the Armadillo Spirit as well. So again, I feel that this is saying that you've been stung by probably a person in the past, and now if you've learned how to set healthy boundaries, and because of that, now you can have something that's much more successful. This could be in work or business as well. You have this Six of Wands, and I do feel it's a time for you to experience success. The Six of Wands, Firefly is like the perfect animal, bug, whatever you want to call it, for this card, because the Six of Wands is about really standing out. The guy on the Six of Wands, he is being celebrated by all the people around him, and he is receiving recognition for what he has done. But I also feel that you are kind of being inspired by something that you need to capture and put it in a jar. Maybe not literally, but we're speaking figuratively here, Cancer. And, I feel like it's almost like something is blinking at you. It's kind of funny because I do feel that there is something that has, captured your attention. It could be an idea, a person, a place, a thing, somewhere you want to move. It doesn't matter. But I feel like this card is saying that you need to kind of like follow that. It's almost like something is a beacon, calling you to accomplish it. And I feel that the risk you should take is to accomplish whatever that is. You have this Five of Wands. Five of Wands can represent conflict and competition. In the area of the good stuff, it can actually represent getting treasure. I used to call this card Indiana Jones because it's a card of going on a crazy adventure to get some sort of reward. And I feel for a lot of you that going on an adventure could bring rewards. I do also feel that you could be getting something where there is a lot of competition for it. Again, it could be a person, place, a thing, a job. So I definitely got that story at the beginning of the reading where I felt like, some of you, I think I said something about getting a job that you're not exactly qualified for, and I kind of get that feeling here where it's like maybe you're worried like, oh, I'm not going to get this, or I'm not qualified. I would go for it because, again, this is showing up in the good stuff, so looks good to me. You have the Two of Wands as well, and I feel like the Two of Wands is saying take the leap of faith. The Two of Wands, the story of the Two of Wands is that he is standing at the top of a castle and he needs to get out into the world. He actually has the whole world in his hands, but he's not taking the risk to get out into the world. So I feel for a lot of you, this is saying like take the risk to take the leap of faith to leave a comfort zone. Two of Wands is about leaving a comfort zone. Yes, with the Six of Wands, you have the Two of Cups. Something is a perfect match for you, love or otherwise. It does not have to be love. The Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. I always say that the Two of Cups is kind of like your higher self communicating with you, and right in the same row, or this diagonal, you have the Queen of Cups to the Two of Cups. The Queen of Cups says follow your heart. The Two of Cups is kind of like your higher self is speaking to your heart. And so I feel like you need to like trust your intuition, meditate, trust your dreams and your daydreams, all those other things. This is also a card of communication. So if you do want love, could be you communicating with a person. obviously. With the Tasmanian Devil there, you have the Five of Cups. Again, I feel like you have to let go of some fears and worries, even though this is showing up in the good stuff. There was something here on the Seven of Wands where I was feeling like maybe sometimes you feel like you get in your own way, or maybe sometimes you don't let something work. And I kind of feel like this is saying don't let worries and fears get in the way of you accomplishing something great. The Seven of Wands can sometimes be a card of like self-sabotage, preventing yourself from being successful. And this does not have to be love. This could be any experience that you're having. I feel like it's saying push through those feelings. With the Two of Wands, you have the Six of Wands again. So again, victory, success, growth, good things coming in for you. So let's see here. You have this coins card. It says money will be coming in. So there you go. Definitely abundant. I think there's a lot of reasons for you to be happy with the Ten of Cups. You have this bat card. It says take care, enemies are working against you. Yes, if you have something good coming in for you, protect it. Put up the boundaries. Don't let haters hate and all that other good stuff. You have two cards here. This rabbit says too much concern with sexual matters. You have this pale card. It says time to get out of a situation. So again, if you're dealing with a person who is too concerned with sexual matters, then might be time to leave. You have this chains card. It says chain of events that will affect your life. I feel like you have to start the chain is what this is saying. It's almost like dominoes in your life, right? I feel like you need to kick over the first domino so that it can fall and create a chain reaction that will lead to the good stuff. So this is going to come through probably like taking a risk or committing to a new way of living or taking that risk to complete something with the Four of Wands. All that would be a good idea. You have this carriage. It says a journey, either physical or mental. I literally said that some of you would be going on a journey or would be traveling, and I definitely feel you will. This is a really good reading. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.